What is up, guys? Jeremy here, and welcome back to another video. So iOS 14.6 Beta 3 did release for developers, and I don't normally cover the beta iOS versions, but I figured I would start doing it just because I know there are a lot of people that are interested in them. I know a lot of you are probably waiting for a jailbreak on an older iOS, but again, I know there are some of you that actually like the newest versions of iOS. You don't really care for a jailbreak, so I try to show everybody some love. So I'm going to be covering the beta versions, especially since we're getting closer to the WWDC event, and we will be seeing the beta version of iOS 15, which is going to be super exciting. Now, quickly, I do mention in these videos, my 12 Pro Max, I do not plan on jailbreaking this iPhone. That's why I have the other iPhones. This iPhone I like to keep on the latest version of iOS, and I like to push custom stuff to the limits in terms of stock iOS. I've done a ton of coverage. If you guys want to check out customizing iOS 14 and the stuff that I've done on it, check out the playlist link in the description. I've done a lot of really cool stuff. But anyways, like I said, we're gonna go into my photos here. As you can see, this is 14.6 Developer Beta 3. It was about 350 megabytes in size, so it's not a huge update, and there's not a whole lot of new features or anything like that. It's mainly just bug fixes and a couple of new things. So first off, we do get a couple of new splash screens here on the App Store. So I'm assuming they maybe updated their terms of service or something like that. As you can see, there's what's new on the App Store, app privacy details, and then you just click continue. So when the official 14.6 is released, everybody will have to click on continue on this again. And then also in the podcast application, and they mentioned this at their previous event, the Spring Loaded event, the Apple Podcast subscriptions, and then also podcast channels. So you will get a splash screen for that as well. Another small change is in settings, and it is for, if we go into accessibility, as you can see, there is Face ID and attention. So this is the require attention for Face ID, attention aware features, and haptic on successful authentication. This was normally in the Face ID and passcode section here, but they did move that into accessibility, so that is different. There's also a new kind of color when you swipe to delete an email in the Mail application. One thing I wanted to mention that I haven't seen anybody else talk about is applications, the icons. So if we go into Tweetbot here, now a lot of iOS 14 applications have this feature where you can change your icon just by selecting on a different icon. Now, for quite a while, it's been a bug on iOS 14 that when you would do that, it would not update on your home screen. It would not show the updated icon being changed. And this also was the same for third-party app stores like AltStore. When you install AltStore, it would not show up on your home screen. And the way you would get the icon to change or the application to show up is you would have to do a hard reboot or power off your iPhone and turn it back on. And then it would show either the new icon or the updated icon that you switched to. Like I said, that has been fixed here in 14.6 Beta 3, so that is super nice that they finally fixed that. It would drive me nuts because I do change my icons all the time and I try out other various applications, and that was just a super annoying bug. Also in these videos, I'm going to run a quick performance test so you guys can see what the performance is. Again, this is on the 12 Pro Max. On the single core score, I hit a 1596, and then on the multi-core score, I did a 4234. And again, this is on the 12 Pro Max. So pretty good performance on 14.6 Beta 3. And now there are some other small bug fixes and improvements to iOS, of course, that has been pushed out with Beta 3, but that's basically all I'm going to mention in this video. But I do want to talk about timing in terms of when we could see 14.6 released. I think that this might be the final major update in iOS 14, with iOS 15 beta being so close. So if we go into Fantastical here and we take a look at the calendar, so today is Monday the 10th. I think that we're probably going to see the official release of 14.6 probably late next week at some point, just because the new iPad is being released and I'm sure they're going to have you know, a new version of iOS released with the iPad. So probably next week at some point we're going to see 14.6 released, and then hopefully then we can see some patch notes. We can see what security has been patched in that version as well, if there's anything juicy that could be used in the world of jailbreaking and all of that. So I think probably by next week, the week after at latest for sure, but I think next week at some point we're probably going to see the official 14.6 released to the public. So that's gonna be basically it for this video, guys. Just a quick update to iOS 14.6 beta 3, just so you guys know what's new. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely throw me a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot here at the channel. And if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future, don't forget to click that subscribe button. This has been Jeremy, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Later.